Tonight, nothing is what it seems. Tonight, we're finding out what it means.
Tey nag moom lan lay togga?
yaa booy lay togga.
Loo bëgg ma toggal la?
ceebu jën bu xonq cur.
Waaw, xaaral ma ànd ak Sophie.
bile xet bu neex noo ko toggee.
waaw man ak Sophie mu ma may fit ba ma am ndamal jeeg. loo waxati?
yaa Sophie meew neex na.
secret bigal suma njaboot du dara lu dul Sophie la dina ma yokk cawarte te dooleel ma ci sama waañ. Sophie.
Best packaged drinking water gets the best out of you.
Do you want to make your dream career in IT a reality? Well, enroll at Gambia's top Institute of Management and Technology, Lasting Solutions. Lasting Solutions is owned and managed exclusively by Gambian ICT legends. Lasting Solutions provide professional IT certification training program such as Certificate and Diploma in Information Technology, Diploma and Advanced Diploma in Java Application Programming, Diploma and Advanced Diploma in Android Application Development, Diploma and Advanced Diploma in Database Application Development, Cisco Certified Network Associate, and many more. We don't only provide professional training to our students, we have a good stock of high-quality computer equipment. Visit Lasting Energy House, where you can have affordable and quality equipment for your houses, offices, and shops. Do you want to give your children early exposure to ICT? Feel free to entrust them to Lasting Solutions. We provide good ICT training for children. All about Lasting Solution is functional, innovative, affordable, and relevant. Lasting Solutions is an institute you can trust to empower you with skills needed to become world-class ICT professionals. Lasting Solutions, providing business solutions that last.
Undo small or big projects with the same dedication and commitment as we do. With a reputation as the leading printing company in the country, when it comes to major projects and innovative solutions, we always deliver in high quality, thus receiving the trust and confidence of our clients. From the moment your order is placed to when it is delivered, we believe in exceeding expectations from the sales manager to the production team, the account manager, and the person delivering your material. We have state-of-the-art equipment and a highly experienced and competent workforce that enables us to deliver top quality work on time. At reasonable prices, we provide our clients with multiple solutions right from conceptualizing, designing, printing, binding, publishing, and distribution. For all your printing requirements, we are strategically located at the Sankumsila Highway, the Gambia Printing and Publishing Corporation. We print what you desire.
Mustafa Ji Jallo Moji di dab seeni baneex ak seeni bugga ak naani Sontana yu bees yu neex a neex yooyu Sontana can drink moo dàq njar mu ñu def lem ak suukar amul benn gaas amul benn rax-rax xanaa piireem a neex gi mu àndal Sontana can drink moo naan wi gën sooy teral wala terangal sa am di jàmm Sontana can drink pour seen ceeti seen party yi seen barbecue sessions yi ak bépp xew-xewi jamono Sontana can drink bu sedd guy am na cafka tropical am na cafka orange Sontana am na cafka mango Sontana am na cafka pineapple Sontana am ci bépp supermarket ak marché ya boutique yi ci biir réew mi mun ngeen ko amee ca makkan bu mag ca Banjul 61 Lehman Street teggil teg 422 7566 dama ne Sontana bu sedd guy Sontana.
The next contestant is Mary Catherine Mendy.
Jesuit Father Michael said, and I quote, "Irregular migration is not freely chosen, but rather forced on people because legal and secure channels are simply not available." Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mary Catherine Mendy, and I am contestant number 9 KP. I am here to speak on irregular migration and its effects. I will first give the definition of irregular migration, then its effects, and finally, a solution to the problem. Irregular migration is the movement that takes place outside the regulatory norms of the sending, transit, or receiving countries. From the perspective of destination countries, its entry, stay, or work in a country without the necessary authorization. From the perspective of sending countries, the irregularity is, for example, seen in cases in which a person crosses an international boundary without a valid passport or travel documents, or does not fulfill the administrative requirements for leaving the country. One of the reasons for irregular migration is the desire to seek greener pastures. In the cases of the Gambia, where thousands of young men, and in a few cases women, embark on a dangerous journey to Europe through the Mediterranean Sea. Although many of them did succeed in reaching Europe, unfortunately, a lot of them died along the way. Some of the effects of irregular migration are: 1. Death. Death is the main effect of irregular migration. According to the Migration Data Portal, since 2000, more than 60,000 migrants' deaths have been recorded globally. This data not only highlights the consequences for families left behind, but can also lead to the loss of a youthful population. 2. Irregular migration leads to rise in criminal and terrorism activities. This is because most of the irregular migrants are looking for employment opportunities. And there is many among them who, in their quest to gain financial success, might involve themselves in criminal activities such as armed robbery and terrorism. The MS-13 gang, which comprises of Central American immigrants, is a good example of immigrants who turned criminals. In fact, it has been questioned the most dangerous gang in the world. So without proper screening of those who are entering a country, criminals and terrorists could also find their way into the country, which creates danger for law-abiding residents. 3. Irregular migration leads to loss of tax revenue. Employing irregular migrants means the employer gets away without paying requisite taxes. consumers could end up enjoying cheaper products and services thanks to lower cost of production. But this sounds like a positive effect, doesn't it? However, the loss of tax revenue could undermine government programs. Without the tax money that employers should remit for jobs held by irregular migrants, government projects that are beneficial to all of us might end up failing. And this hurts everyone. I mean everyone. I would like to conclude by giving a solution to this problem. The government should create more opportunities for the youth in order for them to stay in their countries and contribute their quota in the national development instead of embarking on such perilous voyages. On that note, I thank you all for your kind attention.
Mary,
Yes.
that was a very wonderful presentation.
Thank you.
You did not only present just for the sake of presenting.
Pardon?
You did not only present just for the sake of presenting. You gave us a definition to irregular migration. You gave us the effects of irregular migration, and you as well went further to give us solutions. What more can I ask? You've given me the room to only say congratulations, you did well, and all the best.
Thank you.
How old are you?
I'm 13 years old.
13.
Yes.
You talked about production. That is, irregular migration can affect our level of production in our country. In a nutshell, it can affect our revenue. You said so. How do you think irregular migration can affect our revenue? How? How does it affect the revenue?
How does it affect our revenue?
And do you mean it will affect the revenue of the countries that the irregular migrants are going to, or the countries that they are coming from?
Pardon?
Do you mean to say irregular migration affects the revenue of the countries that the migrants are coming from, or the revenue of the countries that the migrants are going to?
It affects the taxes of the countries they are going to.
How?
Because when they are inside a country that they have gone to, since they didn't travel through the proper way, they travel through an improper way. If they have jobs, they are expected to pay taxes to the government. But since maybe they might not be registered among the citizens, they will not pay taxes. And when the census goes on, they will find out that there are many people that what they have in their country, and these people are not paying taxes to them.
Congratulations for a good performance.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Mary.
Thank you very much, Mary. We now call on Mariama Jallo, contestant number 10 KP.
Hello, Mariama.
Yes.
Okay, the floor is yours, you can go ahead.
Thank you. Preserving our environment is not only healthy and beneficial to us, but to even our future generations unborn. Good day to you all. I am Mariama Jallo, contestant number 10 KP, and today I am going to talk about the benefits of preserving our environment. Before going further, I would like to define the words environment and then preservation. The word environment is defined as everything around us. It includes both living and non-living things, such as physical, chemical, and other natural resources. And the word preservation is defined as a method of keeping something safe by maintenance, caring, safeguarding, and etc. However, land is the most valuable environmental resource, and its preservation cannot be overemphasized. As land is preserved, a key environmental benefit is the protection of unique habitats and regional biodiversity. Another beneficial category is the ecosystem services and conditions to which natural process sustains human life, such as nutrient cycling and pollination of crops. Moving on, it is important to protect our environment as an ecosystem, which includes all the communities of living organisms found in a specific place, their habitats and their interactions in which we live, provides natural services for humans and all other species that are essential to our health, qualities of life, survival, and well-being. In conclusion, I would now like to suggest a few recommendations as to how we can help save our environment. Taking steps to conserve and reuse is one of the best things we can do to help save our environment. Start small and do your part just by changing your daily habits. Once you have made a commitment to make your own lifestyle more environmentally conscious, you can then engage in advocacy to help inform and educate others to do the same. I would also like to urge us all to always keep our environment clean, neat, and tidy in order to have a disease-free environment. The National Environment Agency and other stakeholders should help preserve the environment through monthly nationwide cleaning exercise. They should also provide dustbins on the streets of our cities and towns in order to minimize rampant of littering of rubbish within our domains. Remember, our ability to take care of ourselves and our environment leads to happier and healthier lifestyle. I thank you all for your attention.
What's your name again? Mariam. Mariama, thank you very much for that wonderful presentation. But I have a question for you. Okay. What exactly is happening to our environment that prompted you to come up with this topic on the Kids Podium?
I think, for example, air pollution. Yes.
What is causing that air pollution?
The greenhouse gases which come from cars. Yes. And it can be stopped by choosing we should make the best choice of transportation by choosing the least damaging options. For course, we all know that driving a car is always efficient than flying. Riding a bike also is better than driving. So let's take a bus or a boat whenever one is available.
The next contestant is Usman Aijabam. Please give her a round of applause.
Good evening to you all. My name is Usman Aijabam, contestant number 12 KB. My topic of speech will be based on the causes of mass failure for students in WAS. To begin with the students, I was told by my father that in those days there was no TV or nightclub. In fact, there was no internet to browse for their homework. Despite all this, they were able to pass with flying colors. They made their parents proud of them and made us who we are today. We have electricity and the internet is our friend. Everyone is busy on smartphones like insects during pollinations. These smartphones make students to spend very little time on their books. An average Gambian student spend less than 3 hours on reading. Some would sit on desks only if they had to copy notes of the previous lesson. Students have voluntarily employed themselves as football analysis, TV operators in-house, political analysis, and makeup addicts. Englishman says, make hay while the sun shines, and the students are expected to strive hard while the iron is hot. Secondly, the lack of efficient teachers to effectively teach in government schools. Students who are not privileged to rich parents fail comfortably because they do not attend study classes. Some poor parents who cannot afford to pay for study classes will feel that one should not buy a whole cow when you only need a cup of milk. Lack of standard stationery for teaching in schools also is a serious contributing factor These problems create an ocean between rich and poor students. Thirdly, some parents are also responsible for the failure of their children. If we are to do a survey on how many parents do assess the performance of their children, the outcome will be negative. But instead, moms are busy fighting against husband bringing second wives, while dad will talk anything about politics and less time being given to students. Some students grow up with culture land in our households and societies. And finally, I will conclude by advising that if and only if we do not as children change our attitudes, parents towards childbearing and upbringing, we will forever remain stagnant. Additionally, the Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education should go in for hunting good teachers by providing great salaries, incentives, and other forms of motivation. Because teachers are the trees of life, from whom the fruit of knowledge is harvested from. I thank you all for your wonderful listening.
Usman, can you just please repeat that last line? You said teachers are the seed of what?
Teachers are the trees of life, from whom the fruit of knowledge is harvested from.
Thank you so much. I know somebody behind me right now is very happy because of that statement. Thank you.
You are welcome.
Thank you very much, Usman Jawang. Please give him a round of applause once again. Let's now invite Modu Jalo, contestant number 5 KP.
Winston Churchill once said, and I quote, "Success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts." Panel of judges, ladies and gentlemen, good evening to you all. My name is Modu Jalo, and I am contestant number 5 KP. My speech today is on the causes of mass failure of students in WAS. Failure is defined under the English dictionary as the state or condition of not meeting a desirable or intended objective. And the West African Senior School Certificate Examination is a type of standardized test administered in West Africa. Typically, students are the first to receive the blame for their poor performance in WAS. They are accused of being distracted by the internet, social media, and television, all of which make them lack the motivation to study, even during the times of examinations. One will see students on social media like WhatsApp, Facebook. Instead of them reading their books, they keep searching songs, movies, and celebrity life stories. There is also the issue of text message slang, which has affected the grammar of students, resulting in the poor command of the English language, spelling errors, misinterpretation of questions, illegible handwriting, and poor interpretation of technical terms. And they tend to misspell and write in abbreviations, even when answering examination questions. Incompetent teachers have also been identified as being responsible for the consistent failure in WAS exams. Some other schools are understaffed with poor teachers. The teachers are unable to give the required time and attention to subjects as they struggle to complete the outlined syllabus. In the end, the students have only a shallow knowledge of subjects or topics as they are not taught examination techniques. This leads students to misinterpret questions and provide wrong answers. Another reason why students fail is the mindset that everything in life lies in the mind. Whether you think you can or you cannot, if you have the mindset that you will fail, no matter the effort you put into it, you will end up failing. Another reason why students fail is "I will do it later" I will do it later. This phrase ends up delaying lots of people in life, especially students, because they mostly end up doing nothing and being stagnant. They will be waiting for what is locally called LMD, last minute day work. This type of students usually cram and understand, which makes it easier for them to forget, as they are not prepared enough. In conclusion, I will leave you with this quotation from the West African Examination Council Public Relations, Madam Te Kojo, who said, some of the identified causes are lack of vocabulary in most students' work and inability to translate story problems into mathematical statements. Unquote, students should take learning seriously. The government should endeavor to provide sufficient funding or salary to teachers, provide conducive learning environment, as well as ensure that the standard of education is set high so as to motivate students and prepare them for the WAS exams and other future assessments in order to avoid mass failure in years to come. On that note, I thank you all for your kind attention.
Momodu.
Yes.
That's another brilliant one from you.
Thanks.
But I have a question. In your speech,
yes,
you mentioned after students, when they fail the examination, they will be like, I will do it later. You said so?
Yes.
So I'm also like, why should we worry? Because the parents, they have the money to pay their school fees again to receipt those examinations. Why should we worry? Is it affecting us?
They should be worried because you don't know before you graduate whether your mom or dad can die. At the end, the salary doesn't go to your parents' pocket. It goes back into your pocket.
Modu?
Yes.
When I was coming in here today, I heard some people calling you Obama.
Oh.
And I think you really demonstrated that kind of a name that they are tagging on you. You talked about incompetent teachers being one of the causes of the mass failure of students. What do you think can be done to address this?
We can increase the salary of teachers because most of the people, when they graduate, they see to it that the salary of the teachers is very low, so they are not interested to join the teaching field.
Modu, that was excellent. We don't really have any buts. I think this is one of the best presentations we've had so far. Well done.
Thank you, thank you.
So we will now invite Mariam Cham, the rising diva. Please give her a round of applause.
Oh yeah, Kids Podium. Xale yi ñoo fa danje pour wane seeni man-man. Oh oh, Kids Podium. Xale yi ñoo fa danje. La 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 la. Omar moytul ma xale jigéen no ba tuñu dañu caaxaan te yow la ëllëg sa morom te yow la ëllëg sa morom te yow la ëllëg sa morom te yow la te yow la ëllëg sa morom te yow la ëllëg sa morom. Please clap. Bani vadada Gambisara, Bani vadada Gambisara, Yayam bayam dem Gambisara, Bani vadada Gambisara, Bani vadada Gambisara. Let me hear you say Gambisara, Gambisara. Everybody say Gambisara, Gambisara, Gambisara. Mama, you come to my rescue before I die. So my eye boy, man, the sun now. Kind of Bani vadada Gambisara, Bani vadada Gambisara, Gambisara. Everybody say Gambisara, Gambisara. Let me hear you say Gambisara, Gambisara. Hey, Gambisara, Bani vadada Gambisara. Gambisara, Gambisara, yeah. Gambisara, oh no 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 no, Gambisara. Bani vadada Gambisara.
The next contestant is Aissatou Trawale. Please clap for her.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I greet you all. I am Aissatou Trawale, contestant number 4 KP. It gives me a great honor to stand in front of this noble gathering to deliver a speech on the effects of child marriage. To begin with, child marriage is defined as the marriage or union between two people in which one or both parties are younger than 18 years. Notwithstanding, my presentation today will be concentrated more on the girl child, as they fall more victim of this act than their opposite gender. Firstly, child marriage causes series of health complications for a girl child as a result of their low level maturity. They become victims of death or the premature birth of their offspring when they are pregnant. Engaging a child in early marriage means throwing the responsibility of an adult that he or she will not be able to handle. Parents who engage their child in early marriage often feel that it is a source of protection sexual harassment and for safety sexual transmitted infection. However, in reality, young girls tend to marry older men who have had lots of sexual expedition, thereby placing them at an increased risk of contracting STIs. Secondly, child marriage increases illiteracy and poverty. The education of a married child often comes to an end immediately or shortly after their marriage, due to inability to carry out their matrimonial responsibilities coupled with their educational responsibilities. Thus, most of them drop out of school to focus their attention on domestic duties, raising children, which completely damage their educational and professional goals. Furthermore, child marriage discourages young boys and girls from exhibiting and developing their God-given talents. As a married person, you are often tasked with the responsibility of taking care of a family, raising children. Therefore, this limits you from taking part in extracurricular activities. Even if you want to, the society will not look at you with a good eye. Imagine, if I was married at this age, will I be standing behind the podium today? How about our coordinator, AMINATA E.SANYANG? If she was married early, will she have been achieved this height? How about young boys and girls that want to become doctors, teachers, lawyers, ministers, etc.? Parents, ladies and gentlemen, with every child pride, we lost a future teacher, doctor, scientist, presenters, or a political leader. The cost to all of us is terrifying. Therefore, to end my speech, let's envision a generation free from child marriage to enhance socio-economic growth, educational development, and the welfare of children. In that note, I thank you all for your kind attention.
We are always advocating for the eradication of child marriage.
Yes.
I'm asking this question. Don't you think sometimes we are just making unnecessary campaigns because these children might even love to get married at that early age?
Parents do not allow that because if a child married early and get pregnant early, during labor, the child may face difficulty. So parents do not allow their child to marry early.
Aissatou, you made a brilliant presentation.
Please clap for Aissatou Trawale once again. Let's now invite Sadio Jasi, contestant number 2 KP.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Sadio Jasi, contestant number 2, and my topic is the causes of mass failure of students in WAS. The number of failure in the West African Senior School Certificate Examination was staggering, and this is very disheartening. Though the causes are many, but my time can only allow me to highlight a few points, which are the lack of proper foundation, the lack of good teachers. Students are very distracted, and the attitude of students towards education. Now, to elaborate on these points, we all know how important it is to have a very good foundation in everything we do. A weak foundation cannot carry a heavy load. The foundation of a student is the home, as it is considered as the first school of any child. So if the first teachers, who happen to be the beloved parents, fail to prepare the child mentally, physically, and psychologically, you don't expect them to excel in the education. The early years in schools are also of great importance in the school life of a student. Although we write our words in grade 12, but the preparation begins way back the primary grades. And remember the famous saying, you cannot fatten a pig on a market day. Secondly, now more than ever, students are bombarded with all sorts of distractions, ranging from social media, television, social events, and etc. Even research has shown that with the increased use of mobile phones has taken a lot of people's time. How can students pass when they spend most of their time on their different social media programs? The social media programs are also distracting a lot of schools. Secondly, teaching is the most noble job, and it requires great skills. Somebody can possess the knowledge but lacks the skills. Another person can have both the knowledge and the skills but lacks the motivation, while another person have only the skills of teaching but did not have the knowledge. All of these three people are bad teachers, and unfortunately we are having a lot of them in our schools nowadays. They are also contributing to the problem of mass failure. Something is needed to be done to remedy this problem, or else students will keep failing. My final point is students now have the belief that school is not the only way to be successful in life. When we look at some of the uneducated footballers and popstars making millions, we are of the stupid impression and foolish hope that we can one day be like them without going through the challenges of education. As a result, we put a lot of effort in imitating these superstars and forget about our education. All of these factors, and that I couldn't say because of my limited time, contributes to the problem of mass failure. I thank you all.
Thank you very much, Sajo. That was a brilliant presentation. Are you trying to discourage those children whose hobby is not in education, it's not in academia, but in extracurricular activities like football, volleyball, athletics, and stuff?
No, I am not discouraging them because I can say it is a talent. But we should also follow this education because they can take us to where we are going. I do not say you stop playing football or doing your hobbies or watching television. I don't say that. But everything has a time. Everything has a time, and we should be content of our time. Yes, we should use our time.
Thank you very much, Sajo Jasi. We will now excuse the judges to go and find out the results. Can I please have all the contestants on stage?
All of you say Bangas block, 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 Bangas block.
Please can you? She's on the bills. This year my aim is too famous to play so Gambia to Lagos. My aim is too famous to play so Gambia to Lagos.
Oh my bro, you better be patient. Take your time out, boy, be patient. Well, yeah, can be time is the master. Look at me, but you better be patient. Be patient, be patient. Believe in yourself, be patient. Well, yeah, can be time is the master. Look at me, but you better be patient. Be patient, be patient. Believe in yourself, be patient. Well, yeah, can be time is the master. Look at me, but you better be patient. Kana koranda kapori, take the time, don't be no one. We are going to time is the monster. But you better be patient. Nothing comes so easy. No. So don't let no one to deceive your mind.
This year my aim is too famous to play so Gambia to Lagos. My aim is too famous to play so Gambia to Lagos.
Oh my bro, you better be patient. Take your time out, boy, be patient. Well, yeah, can the time is the master. Look at me, but you better be patient. Be patient, be patient. Believe in yourself, be patient. Well, yeah, can the time is the master. Look at me, but you better be patient. Be patient, be patient. Believe in yourself, be patient. Well, yeah, can the time is the master. Look at me, but you better be patient.
This year me now go hit them. Let me tell them this I beg us again. Love is suffering because you know that this a game. She like you say I been they don't want to end. Hey, me girls say not get the blazing. She on my side and not the blazing. Boom. Let me tell them this another joke. You better be chasing and get the blazing. This year my aim is too famous to play so Gambia to Lagos. My aim is too famous to play so Gambia to Lagos.
Oh my bro, you better be patient. Take your time out, boy, be patient. We are come the time is the master. Look at
one time.
Yeah.
What again, bro?
Yeah. It's This is a remix. Loving you from what? I'm the kid. The monkey.
Purchase your tracks today.
I will be loving you, loving you, loving you till the end. My heart is swelling, it's swelling, it's swelling for you. Every day that I'm praying, I'm loving you. Oh baby, manya my darling, I'm loving you. Oh baby, I can't have any money. Yeah, I love you. I love you every day when I sleep with you. I feel you. Oh my baby, you drive me crazy. Yeah, the love really drive me crazy. Yeah, you come in a hotel, man. Give it to me, know what to do, man. Then I'm in a Orlando. Yeah, that's very good. But I will be loving you, loving you, loving you till the end. My heart is swelling, it's swelling, it's swelling for you. Everything that I'm loving you. Oh baby, manya my darling, I'm loving you. Oh baby, I can't have anything. Yeah, tell me now what you did to me. Since I with you, I'm coming down. Now just look at me. About you, I'm crazy. Give me your body. Let me be a controller. Let me know my woman. Super bomb.
Purchase your tracks today.
Na 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 na. You big up a na 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 na. Love me, I got my soul. Give it to me, mama, now my daddy. Na 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 na. You big up a na 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 na. Love me, I got my. You so love me, I got my. I will be loving you, loving you, loving you till the end. My heart is swelling, it's swelling, it's swelling for you. Everything that I'm loving you. Oh baby, manya my darling, I'm loving you. Oh baby, I can't have anything. Yeah. Baba.
So this is the final stage of the round 2 of the Kids Podium. We have the results at hand. Before we declare the results, my co-judges have some comments to make. So please listen.
Thank you very much, Fatmata. I would only like to say that in every competition, there must be a winner and a loser. Unfortunately, in this one, there is no loser. You are all winners because you started from a long way before today. So making it through to this stage is in itself a success. Count yourself as a winner, even though we are going to call some people who will proceed to the next round. But those that are not going to be called, do not consider yourself to be losers. Just consider yourself to be those that are giving chance to the others to the next stage. Maybe your today's performance was not the best of you, and that couldn't earn you a ticket to the next stage. But that does not make you to be a champion. You are all champions. Keep smiling, be yourself, whether your name is called or not, celebrate yourself because you are truly a champion. Thank you.
You know, this is the most emotional part of a competition. And as Alpha said, that's the idea of a competition. Some people have to progress. But left to us alone, nobody would be dropped. You know why? Because the performance was exceptional. And I want to take this opportunity to thank the organizers of this competition because many of us grew not having this kind of opportunity. But at your stage, you have had this opportunity. So what is important is continue to compete at your own level and don't give up, even if you do not progress to the next stage. Our most important task as judges, I have to make this clear, our most important task as judges is to encourage all of you to continue to not only compete, but to also continue to speak in public. You know, the idea is not who ends up carrying the trophy. The idea is to improve yourself. Every time you come on stage, you should make sure that you are better than the person that competed in the last round. So we want to encourage you to continue to compete. And you are all leaders. That's the most important thing. You are all leaders. Leaders in the sense that you are already changing the world. How are you changing the world? You are changing the world because you have come here and gave us solutions to societal problems. So we are happy with your performance. And as I say, don't give up the fight. Someday the world is gonna hear the unique voices you have, and you are going to continue to change the world. Thank you.
I want to believe this is the most difficult part of the program. I told the rest of the judges I didn't want to come back when they are announcing the results because it's going to be emotional. But also just to remind you that when you do not make it to the next round, it doesn't mean you have to give up. Each one of you who came on stage is brave, is passionate about what they're doing, and is a leader in the making. And I want you to go back if you do not make it to the next round and practice some more. I want to believe that the mentors are not just going to guide you through the program, but even after the program, you can always reach out to them and they will help you build your public speaking skills. But I wish everyone all the best, and I really do not want to be here right now.
We wish you all the best, and right now, I will declare the results as we compiled earlier. The first contestant, Mariama Jallo. Followed by Modu Jallo. And let me make this clear, this is in no particular order. It is not like Mariama took first, that's why we are calling Mariama's name first. We are doing it randomly. We could have done it in an ascending order, but we are just doing it randomly. We want everyone to feel okay on this show. So I mentioned Mariama Jallo and Modu Jallo to be followed by Mary Catherine Mendy. We have Usman I. Jabang. We have Aissatou Traoré. We have Aissatou Adama Job. We have Sohna Sen. Usainatu Cissé. Hadijatu Cissé. Sadio Jassi. Fatoumata MB Sawa. Lena E. Iguinyimba. Amadou Danso. Fatoumata Sow. And Ami S. Cham. That's the 20. They are the ones proceeding to the next stage. And those who couldn't make it, we are all proud of you and congratulations.
Tey nag moom lan lay togga?
yaa booy lay togga.
Loo bëgg ma toggal la?
ceebu jën bu xaaxay cur.
Waaw, xaaral ma ànd ak Sophie.
Bile het bu neex. Noo ko toggee?
Waaw, man ak Sophie mu ma may fit ba ma am ndamal jeeg. Loo waxati?
yaa Sophie meew neex na.
Secret bégal suma njaboot du dara lu dul Sophie la. Dina ma yokk cawarte te dooleel ma ci sama waañ. Sophie.
Best packaged drinking water gets the best out of you.
Do you want to make your dream career in IT a reality? Well, enroll at Gambia's top Institute of Management and Technology, Lasting Solutions. Lasting Solutions is owned and managed exclusively by Gambian ICT legends. Lasting Solutions provide professional IT certification training programs such as Certificate and Diploma in Information Technology, Diploma and Advanced Diploma in Java Application Programming, Diploma and Advanced Diploma in Android Application Development, Diploma and Advanced Diploma in Database Application Development, Cisco Certified Network Associate, and many more. We don't only provide professional training to our students, we have a good stock of high-quality computer equipment. Visit Lasting Energy House, where you can have affordable and quality equipment for your houses, offices, and shops. Do you want to give your children early exposure to ICT? Feel free to entrust them to Lasting Solutions. We provide good ICT training for children. All about Lasting Solution is functional, innovative, affordable, and relevant. Lasting Solutions is an institute you can trust to empower you with skills needed to become world-class ICT professionals. Lasting Solutions, providing business solutions that last.
And do small or big projects with the same dedication and commitment as we do. With a reputation as the leading printing company in the country, when it comes to major projects and innovative solutions, we always deliver in high quality, thus receiving the trust and confidence of our clients. From the moment your order is placed to when it is delivered, we believe in exceeding expectations from the sales manager to the production team, the account manager, and the person delivering your material. We have state-of-the-art equipment and a highly experienced and competent workforce that enables us to deliver top quality work on time. At reasonable prices, we provide our clients with multiple solutions right from conceptualizing, designing, printing, binding, publishing, and distribution. For all your printing requirements, we are strategically located at the Sankumsila Highway, the Gambia Printing and Publishing Corporation. We print what you desire.
Mustafa Ji Jallo Moji di tap seeni baneex ak seeni bugga ak naani sontana yu bees yu neex a neex yooyu sontana can drink moo dàq njar mu ñu def lem ak suukar amul benn gaas amul benn rax-rax xanaa piireem a neex gi mu àndal sontana can drink moo naan wi gën sooy teral wala terangal sa am di jàmm sontana can drink pour seen ceeti seen party yi seen barbecue sessions yi ak bépp xew-xewi jamono sontana can drink bu sedd guy am na cafka tropical am na cafka orange sontana am na cafka mango sontana am na cafka pineapple sontana am ci bépp supermarket ak marché ya boutique yi ci biir réew mi mun ngeen ko amee ca makkan bu mag ca Banjul 61 Lehman Street teggil teg 422 7566 dama ne sontana bu sedd guy sontana
Tonight, nothing is